The story starts with our main character Tommy, who is an otaku. He is 33 years old now. He loves his hobby more than his job, and his hobby is reading manga. Tommy leaves home to buy his favorite manga. He was playing a game in the metro, but he loses. Then he collides with a rod while going. After that, he starts losing consciousness. He starts seeing some dragons, which was not possible. Then he gathers himself and runs to buy the manga. He was in a store when suddenly a gate starts forming outside, from which some dragons, monsters, and humans start coming out, who start attacking the humans living on the earth. When Tommy sees this scene, he runs away from there to buy his manga. He was afraid that he might cancel the manga because of this tragedy. On the other side, a soldier who had come from the gate attacks a police officer. Tom comes and saves them. Then he suggests to the police officer that they should quickly clear the area so that the civilians don't lose their lives, but he ignores it. Then they get a call from their higher-ups who order the police officer to clear the area. Hearing this, they all quickly clear the area, in which Tom also helps them. After some time, all the officers together kill all the monsters that came out of the gate. Then Tom's eyes fall on a girl who was probably separated from her parents. Then Rami consoles him and tells him that he will help him find his parents. Many people had lost their families in this tragedy. After a few days, Tom is honored with an award and given the post of lieutenant for saving people's lives. Because of this, he was in the newspapers everywhere, but he was still not happy. He only wanted to study. Now, the next day's scene is shown where he was training with his friend Kurata, where his friend says that you have become so popular. Your fan base of girls has also increased a lot. Why don't you give me 1 or 2 girls? Hearing this, Tom tells him to stop his nonsense. During lunchtime, both of them were eating food, where Kurata asks him the reason for being sad. Then Dummy tells that he had gone to get his favorite manga that day, but due to this incident, he could not get it. Hearing this, Kurata tells that manga was his favorite too. Hearing this, Tommy gets excited and starts talking about the manga. A soldier was keeping an eye on both of them. After the lunch is over, both of them start training again, who are being watched from behind by the same soldier. Now we are shown the Prime Minister, who announces that the gate, which was open some time ago, we are thinking of destroying it. But right now we do not know anything about that gate. So first of all, we will send a team of some soldiers inside to check it. Now the time comes to send the soldiers inside, where Tommy sees a little girl from him. Then he comes to know that his parents had died in that accident. When they were going inside, Tom's friend says that there could be girls inside as well. Hearing this, Tom becomes happy. After going inside, they see some lights. Then they all take their positions to fight. Now we are shown the people inside the gate, where a person was telling the king that the people on that side of the gate are very strong. They have killed 60 of our people so far. Now we are shown the captain of the soldiers on this side of the gate, who goes out with his soldiers to attack the dummies. Then he sets up camp at a place and discusses that they will all attack the group of dummies tomorrow morning. It seemed to them as if they were only 10,000 and their number was in lakhs. That's why the captain was very confident that they will definitely win. As soon as it is morning, they all attack the army group, and as soon as they reach their area, lakhs of soldiers are killed due to the explosion of dynamite. Captain was watching all these scenes from a distance. Then he comes back to his camp and holds a meeting where a man tells that he has not seen even one of his soldiers till now, and neither does he know what type of weapons they are using. Then Captain says that we all cannot retreat now, so now we will attack them at night. At night, Tom's group attacks them all with missiles, in which many people are killed. When Captain was moving forward on his horse, he collides with a fence and falls down. Then he tries to attack them all with an arrow. Then a missile falls on him, due to which Captain dies there. Next morning, when Tom and his friend come out and look, they see the land destroyed due to war everywhere. On the other hand, King is told that all the soldiers sent by him have been killed. Then King's daughter Pina comes. Then she asks her father if what she has heard is true, whether all the soldiers have been killed and the outsiders have attacked Hell, has captured her. Then her father King replies in yes, and says that if she wants to investigate this case, then she can. Hearing this, she replies, now we have to investigate the case of Prime Minister of USA. Tom is shown to the commander, whose secretary advises him that why shouldn't he also send a team of soldiers inside this gate, because the Japanese are not able to do anything. Then the Prime Minister of that place tells that he cannot take any wrong step right now because all the countries are supporting Japan and will take their step when they get a chance. Here, Tom gets the order to lead Team 3, and at the same time, he also had to investigate the surrounding area. Then Tom gives orders to his team and leaves from there. They see a small village where they all talk to the people very lovingly. Due to this, all of them also start talking to them lovingly. After this, they move forward where Tom's friend says that we did not find even a single magical girl here. Then Ridley also gets happy to see the magical girl. Going ahead, they all see a forest on fire. On going closer, they come to know that a dragon is setting the entire forest on fire. Seeing this, Dummy's team members start asking him what they should do next. Then he tells that they should wait for the fire to subside, and then they will go inside and investigate. After their eyes calm down, everyone starts looking around. Here, Dummy was sitting near a well and drinking water when his water runs out, due to which he tries to take out water by putting a bucket. When he looks carefully, he sees an elf girl instead of the magical girl who was lying unconscious inside the well. Now we are shown Tom, who was taking this elf girl out of the well. His friends also help him in taking him out. Seeing that girl, 𝐂𝐸𝐠 becomes very happy and says that now we have found an elf girl. Later we will also find a cat girl. 𝐂𝐸𝐠 dreams of meeting the cat girl. Then a soldier comes there and tells that the elf girl is now out of danger. After that, he takes that elf girl with him and leaves. Then he reaches the same village and talks to the village chief whether he can keep the elf girl with him. Then the village chief tells that he cannot keep any elf girl in his village, and anyway the whole village is empty. It is going to happen because of the fire dragon. The fire dragon is going to attack here in some time. Now we see an old man who was leaving with a lot of books. Then his student Lily comes. Then she tells him that he can go from here only by taking useful things, but he starts insisting like a child. Seeing his such actions, she says that he can take only a few books from here. Hearing this, he becomes happy. Then he starts talking obscenely to Lily. Hearing this, Lily attacks him with magic. Then both of them leave from there. On the way, Lily sees a girl who is injured. Then a member of Tom's team comes there to help her. Then this horse was about to attack Lily after going out of control. But before that, Tom's team members save her, but for this, they have to kill the horse. Then Tom's friend asks if you want to stay here and help the villagers. Until when will you be able to do it? Now we see some robbers talking where their Peter is trying to capture the same village. Tom was talking to Rory Mercury, who was being left by everyone. Then a girl comes there and starts killing everyone one by one. Then she tells that her name is Rory Mercury, who is one of the 12 apostles. Hearing this, everyone gets surprised. Then they all start running away from her, but it is of no use because Rory kills them all. Next day, Tom was moving forward with his team. Then his eyes fall on Rory. Seeing him, the children of the village start going towards him. It seemed as if those children knew Rory from before. Then some others tell that he is from Code Village, and the dragon is about to attack there. When her eyes fall on a Tanny, then while going near it, she asks that how does this vehicle run? Then the children tell that they don't know, but it is much better than our carrot. Hearing this, Ree sits on the lap of the dummy, whom the dummy asks to move. After going ahead for some time, they come to know that the dragon has attacked, due to which many villagers die. Tanny and his team members go to that place. They attack the dragon, but the bullets have no effect on it. Then the elf girl wakes up and she points towards Tanny's eyes. Seeing this, Tom understands that the dragon's eyes have to be attacked. Then all the team members start attacking his eyes. One team member attacks with a missile, but it was not going to hit the dragon. Then Rory attacks with his weapon, due to which the missile hits the dragon, due to which it gets injured and runs away from there. On the other hand, Tanny's team members win. The last rites of those who died are performed. Then all of them thank Tom and leave from there. Some people get ready to move forward on the journey with Tom's team members. Now we are shown the flashback of the same elf girl where her village was attacked by the FA dragon, due to which the elf's dad throws her in the well to save her. Remembering all this, the elf girl's eyes open. Then Rami tells that they are about to reach their camp. Now we have to go to the cave. The camp is then shown, which has grown bigger than before. We are then shown a scene where a lady from 𝐂𝐸𝐠 village, she starts praising the soldiers that how they had chased away the fire dragon from there. If they had their way, they would have defeated it, but no customers seemed interested in her talk. The king's daughter and some of her companions were also sitting there, where her friends start asking more details about the soldiers. Then she tells that she does not know anything else. Then she gives them a sign, Seeing this, she starts telling that they have something like a car with the help of which they can easily go from one place to another. Now we are shown 𝐂𝐈𝐒𝐿's camera where the head captain was getting angry at 𝐂𝐈𝐒𝐿 that what was the need to bring the villagers here. Then Tom tells that he did not understand what they had to do, so he brought them with him. Then he comes out of the cabin with a sad face. Then the looters come there, who take him to the terrace to talk about something. On the other side, the rest of the soldiers were setting up camp and heating canned food, seeing which the people here were very surprised. Loot was telling that this place is like Japan. There is no pollution and no modern gadgets, and all the villagers tell their names where 𝐂𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 outside. After that, the work of building their house starts, where the villagers were very surprised to see the big machines. Now we are shown the Prime Minister of China, who was angry that why the gate was not opened in his country. Here Tommy was very happy to get the bath after a long time. On the other hand, someone was trying to enter the girls' bath section wearing a mask. She is none other than Lily. Then they all are very happy to get the bath, and they do not get leave that they can bathe every day. Now we are shown Pina to the captain, who is still alive, but he is very badly injured. Pina asks him about her enemy, i.e. Tom's team members. Then he says in a stern voice that go and find out yourself. Then she tells her companions that they should go to the captain to get the information. They have to go to the hill. On the other hand, Tom was happy to get internet access. Now he could update his game as well. Then two girls come there, and while beating him, they tell him that Tuna, who is an elf, orders everything for two people. Don't know why. Then Atani says that maybe she is ordering for her imaginary boyfriend. Now we are shown Tuna, who says that why are they giving us everything for free? Do they want to sell our bodies? Then Lily takes them to a place where many dragons were lying dead. They were killed by Tom's team members. Seeing this, Tuna gets happy and says that now we can earn money by selling them. Now we see Tom, who was going to another village to sell the dragons. When they were moving towards a village, they saw smoke coming from the village. Now we come to know that there is a war going on in that village. Pina and his companions were also there, where many people were injured. Then she says that we have to handle the situation only for a day. After that, our team will go to the village. Help will come to her. Then going ahead, she tells that all these people are her own companions who have now become robbers. She thought that this war is being fought by people from another world, but it turned out that it was her who was fighting. Then she was eating cookies while resting. Then a maid comes there and says that if you keep eating like this, then your health will deteriorate during the time of war. Hearing this, Pina starts going to rest and says that if there is any work, then wake me up. If I do not wake up, then you know what you have to do. Then she says that yes, I have to pour cold water on your face until you wake up. Hearing this, Pina goes to rest. Now we are shown Pina's past, where Gray gives training to many girls, along with Pina, so that they can become a knight. After 7 years of hard work, they become knights, but they are only given the task of welcoming the other soldiers, due to which Pina was very angry. Then her father gave her a mission in which she had to investigate about Tommy's team members. Then the maid from her dream reminded her. Then Gray tells that people from the outside world are growing like this. Then Pina goes to see them, where she recognizes Rory. This Rory is a reaper. After that, she opens a gate, hitting which Tom falls down. Seeing this, Leela gets angry at Pina. Then Pina takes them inside, where she tells that inside is Italika's ruler moi. She was only 11 years old. Then they sit inside and start discussing, where Pina says that if you all want to help us, then it is okay. You all guard the south gate. In return, we will help you sell your dragon skull. Hearing this, Tom and his team members start guarding the south gate. Then Tom tells his companions that Pina is using us as a bait because the south gate has been attacked before. That is why the robbers will attack from here. Even if we are killed here, then it will not matter to her. But the robbers attack from the south gate, due to which many people are killed in front of Pina's eyes. Seeing this, Pina starts getting sad on the other side. Ordinary people who do not know how to fight also join the fight. Pina gets upset and says that if I had killed Dummy and his team, then what would have happened? Even if we ask for help, they will not help us. On the other hand, Tom says that let's see how Princess Pina handles the situation. In front of Princess Pina, her own people were dying. On the other hand, Rory starts shouting. Then Lilia tells that the spirit of all the people who are dying right now is passing through Rory's body. Then Rory suddenly stands up and starts moving towards the battlefield. Seeing this, Tom and his companions follow him. Rory goes to the battlefield and starts killing all the enemies. On the other hand, Tom's team members start firing with helicopter missiles and guns. Then there comes a time when it is announced that everyone should leave from here before I count 10. Hearing this, Emmy and the members start rescuing everyone. As soon as the counting is over, firing is done, due to which all the enemies are killed within a few seconds. In this, Rory was lifted and his hands were touching her body. When she looks at Tom, he starts laughing. Seeing this, she slaps him. After everything is over, Peanut Gray is shot. She tells that she has not protected 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿, but Rory and Tom are behind this. If they were not there, we would all have been finished, and the Emperor Mui would also have been made a prisoner. Italy's most fertile land would also have been destroyed. So I am grateful to them. Now we are shown Peanut's friend reading the article, where she asks them what they want in return for helping 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿. Then Lilia tells that she does not want much but wants tax-free business and some slaves. Hearing this, they all agree to it. Then Tommy chooses all the slaves. Then a soldier asks, why did you choose only girls? Then he tells that maybe it happened by mistake. On the other hand, Gree and Peanut are shown talking where Peanut tells that if they all want, they can occupy this place, but they are all leaving from here. Lilia wants to sell the dragon wings. She had 200 wings, in exchange of which 200 gold coins and 1,000 silver coins are made. Then the merchant tells that he does not have silver coins because of the burden. Then Lilia asks him for some information in exchange of 1,000 coins. After this, she leaves from there. When Tom and his companions were moving ahead, they see some people coming on the way. They are all knights. She asks a soldier where they are coming from and where they are going. Then he tells that he is coming from 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 and is going to Varna's Hill. Hearing this, she taunts them all and says that you all are enemies from another world. Then Jamie comes out and tries to explain, but when they all do not understand, then Tom tells his companions to leave from here. Hearing this, they all start the car and leave from there, and poor Tom is stuck here among them. Now we are shown Princess Peanut, who is angry at the same knight who had caught Tommy. Tommy was also lying in a corner because that knight had beaten him badly. Bray suggests Peanut that he should apologize. We should ask for them, otherwise they can attack us. They have very good weapons against which we will not be able to stand. On the other hand, we were moving forward with Tom to save her. Here, when Tom regains consciousness, he finds himself back in 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿's mansion where he sees a girl with cat ears, whom he keeps looking at. Then the maid comes there and apologizes for whatever the knight did to her and asks them not to attack their mansion. On hearing this, Tom clarifies that he is not going to do anything like that. Then the lady tells that until you get well, these four will take care of you. Some of Tom's friends are with him, who were telling the other girls about the camera and photos. Then the same knight comes there who had hit Tommy. Her name was Plotty. She comes in the room and sees that everyone is ignoring her. Seeing this, she gets angry, so she hits Tom again. When Peanut comes to know about this, she becomes even more upset. Then she comes to know that when Tommy is going back to base camp to report, she gets scared. Thinking that he might complain about them, she tells Tommy that she will also go with them so that she can apologize to their head. Then Pallet starts going with him. After reaching base camp, she is surprised to see guns, missiles, helicopters. Then she goes to the head and apologizes for whatever she did to Jamie. Then Pallet laughingly tells the head that the mark on Tommy's face is because of Pallet. Hearing this, he forgives them. On the other hand, 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 and Atani were talking where 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 comes to know that Tommy is going back to Japan from here. Hearing this, Rory, Lilia, and 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 also get ready to go with him. Next day, when it is time for him to leave, he comes to know that Peanut and Palisty are also going to Japan with him. The orders to go there were given by the higher authority because there was nothing left to show to the princesses here in Japan. They all reach Japan where 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 gets a cold. It starts seeming like this. Then Tommy advises him to take him to court. Then 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐿 arrives there, who had come from Intel headquarters and was going to take Tom here. He starts telling all the details of Tom, that how he passed his graduation with good marks. After that, he lived the life of a poor person, and on top of that, he is a taxi. On hearing this, Tommy says it is told that you have come here after doing your homework. Then they are taken further. First they take some clothes, then eat food. After that, the palace and Peanut are taken to a separate room, and the rest are taken to the conference hall where he was coming live. Tom is asked that how can he let 150 people die? Then Tom says because the dragons were powerful, but the lady who asked the question gets gets angry after hearing this answer. Then a researcher tells that the scales of the dragon are made of tungsten, which is a powerful element, and at the same time it is also rare. Hearing this, the lady becomes silent. After this, they start asking the people who have come from the other world one by one whether 𝐂𝐸𝐻𝐸 is behind the death of 150 people, or did it happen because all of them did not work well. Then 𝐂𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿 and Lilia tell that all the soldiers had worked well. On the other hand, 𝐵ina and the palace were discussing with the foreign minister about what to do with the prisoners. Then they all start going by metro, where everyone else had their first experience in metro, due to which they all were not able to balance themselves, and Rory starts insisting that she has to get down here, due to which he brings Rory outside. On coming outside, when Kumakata and Tom were talking, then a man snatches Rory's sword and tries to run away. He gets stuck under the sword. When Kumakara tries to lift him, then he gets fractured, due to which he has to be sent to the hospital. Then Tom takes everyone to his ex-wife's house, where everyone gets very happy seeing Atani's ex. His wife's name is Risa, and she is also weird towards Tom. Then his wife starts asking that why did he bring everyone here. Then she asks him to go to some other room because she had to do her work. Everyone else goes to sleep, but there was Palace, and Tom was getting happy after reading the manga. Next day, everyone decides that they will go shopping where there was Palace, and 𝐵ina goes with another soldier to buy literature books of Japan. The rest of them get ready to go with Tom, and both the groups were to meet near the station at 2 o'clock. There, all the girls start shopping. On the other hand, 𝐵ina's team is surprised to see a lot of books in the library. Then she shows a manga to the soldier and says that we have to see a lot. Here, Jamie was talking to the defense minister about his old times. After that, all of them together start going to the hot spring. When the girls were changing their clothes, Rory feels that someone is keeping an eye on them, and this is what happens. Agents sent from abroad were moving towards them to convince them. Then they all talked. Dummy and his friend were talking. Then the girls come there after getting drunk. Now we are shown Rory sitting in the balcony. As soon as Tom wakes up, he asks her why she is still awake. Then she tells that she was feeling as if someone is coming towards us from the forest, due to which I am not able to sleep. Then Rory starts going to Jamie. After some time, he notices that he is being attacked. Tom tells everyone to hide. On the other hand, Rory kills them one by one. After that, he does not find it safe to stay there, so he starts moving ahead. He starts changing his car again and again. Seeing this, 𝐵ina asks him if he has sold us and what happened just a while ago. Then he tells that he also does not know what is going on here. Next morning, it is known that the president is hospitalized and he is about to resign. Meanwhile, Tom's team gets stuck in the traffic. Then Rory gets out of the car. Seeing this, everyone makes way for her to go and starts making a video of her. Tom tells his companions that if anyone tries to attack Princess 𝐵ina, then kill him at that very moment. After that, he tells them to move ahead. Then a lady soldier, Shine, sees her sister recording. Seeing this, she starts telling her mom that she is safe, but she might be attacked tomorrow. It happened that after hearing this, some people started saying that this is very bad. Then Kumakata comes there and says to him that, do you know what is the difference between a foreign agent and an agent here? Then he starts leaving from there smiling. On the other hand, all of them got tense after listening to their talk. 𝐵ina starts going back with Tammy and her. Then Ruza tells Tammy to return safely. Lia had brought a laptop with her, which she was using after returning. On the other hand, 𝐵ina was writing a letter and says that I will come back only after ending this war. After a few days, the foreign minister comes to visit there, whose name is Sugawara. While having lunch, 𝐵ina tells that the one who started the war first here is the king here. If you want to keep peace between the two countries, then you have to convince the king. Then Sugawara meets the king and gives some things for his country Japan as gifts. Seeing which the king and his wife were very happy. Then the king starts getting happy while picking up a sword. Then Sugawara tells that it has been made by the best smiths of our country. But as soon as he finds out that these are the same people with whom he is at war, he asks them all to leave and angrily says, 𝐵ina, how can you meet your enemy, and on top of that, you have sent one of their messengers here. You have brought me here, and Sugawara says that you are not going to escape from here. Then Sugawara gives her a paper in which the name of the king's nephew is written. Then Sugawara tells that your nephew is a prisoner in our country. If you want to bring him here, then you will have to join hands with us. Hearing this, they agree to this deal. A town was built around the gate where Japanese things were being sold. Many people were coming and going there. An old man was misbehaving in the bar. Then the bartender throws him out. When he goes to fight with him, Roar comes there, due to which he has to run away from there. After that, they all go to the bar where he notices that 𝐂𝐤𝐤 is going somewhere. Then Rory tells that she is searching for her dad for a long time. Then Tommy says that she should tell us that her dad is no more in this world, but no one had the courage to tell this. Both the soldiers leave the gate, and only Rory and Tom are left here. Rory keeps drinking drinks. Then a girl comes and asks if children are also served drinks here. Hearing this, Ori gets angry that why was she going to use a tanny in the intoxication of alcohol tonight, but because of this her plan was seen sinking in water. Then the girl tells her name as 𝐂𝐨𝐩𝐲𝐲𝐫. Hearing this, Rory says that so you are a dark elf who is alive for 300 years. Then Rory changes his side and says 𝐂𝐨𝐲𝐲𝐫 was trying to make me drink alcohol while I am a small child. Hearing this, 𝐂𝐤𝐤𝐿 comes in the sanctuary and runs away from there as soon as he gets a chance. Then she tells that she has come here to find the green people. Hearing this, everyone thinks that the person she is looking for has been chased away by her just a while ago. She shows a big diamond and tells that whoever tells her address, she will give it to him. Hearing this, everyone agrees to tell the truth. But as soon as they come to know that she wants them to kill the fire dragon, then they all run away from there. Then she goes to a forest and sleeps where we find her. A flashback is shown where her clan was attacked by a fire dragon. When she opens her eyes, she sees a helicopter in the sky which 𝐂𝐸 starts chasing. To reach the soldiers, she reaches the base camp and asks for the soldiers' help, but they are unable to understand that language. Disappointed, she starts looking for the soldiers from last night. That is a tanny, because last night Tom was able to understand her. Then she sees a convenience store where a girl was talking to a soldier. Then she asks her how the soldier is communicating with her. Then she shows a book and tells that with the help of this she has learned Japanese. Then 2 soldiers come there and take her away to ask something. On the other side, Lilia was practicing her magic. Then some soldiers come there and tell that they want to communicate with someone, so they need her help. On going there, Lilia comes to know that 𝐂𝐸𝐿 is only asking for help. When Lilia goes to him again and again, she comes to know that he is only talking to his friends. She wants to ask for help to save Klein, but the higher authorities refuse her because her village comes after the border, and going there is no less than a danger, so they cannot send their soldiers to convince her like this. Hearing this, she gets sad and starts leaving. Then Luton tells that Tom can help her. Now we see a tanny who went to deliver some goods in Italica village where Peanut and Tom were waiting for him. Peanut gets happy to see him. Then all the girls go to the cafe where the recipe of Japan's famous chef is served. After eating which, all of them are very happy. 𝐂𝐸𝐿 was also sitting there, who was very sad and could not go back to her village without help. Seeing her crying, some soldiers say that if I was here, he would definitely help her. After some time, 𝐷𝐶 goes to a 𝐷𝐿. Then she remembers that everyone was saying that 𝐷𝐿 will help her. Then she sees a hope. On the other side, Vitam says bye to Pina and her friends and starts moving forward, where she's friend was talking about cat girls as usual. A lady soldier tells him that the people of 𝐂𝐤𝐿 village were thanking him in Japanese for helping them, and that the children are learning Japanese very fast. Itani is very happy to hear this. If you like this video, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel.